Welcome back to the Rogues Gallery. Today we're playing Blade Assault. Blade Assault is a roguelike beat 'em up, which you don't see very often. In fact, this is the only one I know of. So we start here in the underground where we can spend some more meta currency. We can spend friendship cubes, which I've spent all of. We can level up, which I don't need to. And importantly, we can buy items for the run. So let's see what our merchant friend has for sale. None of this is great, but we'll grab the lightning rod. We can also pick a core for our weapon, as I've unlocked this feature by being friends with this lady. So cores give your weapon an element, either ice, fire, or lightning. I've found that lightning is usually the best one. It's good for crowd control. We're gonna go with Great Thunderbolt. And finally, we can talk to our smith friend here, and he will give us an upgrade for our weapon if we pay him some cash. None of them are the ones I really want, so we're gonna go with Gale. It'll make our attack faster. There's also a few different weapons you can pick, but right now we're just going with the sword because it's probably the best one. So let's just get into it. So the story of this game was only played once when you go through it, but basically our friend here named Kill, yes, Kill, he's going through the underground, slowly making his way up to a floating city where he's going to kill the tyrannical dictator at the top. And to do that, he has to kill a bunch of frogs first, for some reason. So in these treasure chests, we get a choice of items. Let's go with the ice pick. More critical is always nice. And in every stage, we have one of these ports. And when you activate these, enemies start spawning in. You kill them all. And you can go to the next level, after you collect a reward, of course. Looks like we got a health up. So let's increase our max HP, because that's always a good decision. Probably the best decision you can make. And here we have a choice between more health or more electric cores, and let's go with electric cores. So this is one of the roguelites with permanent progression, meaning that as you play over time, you get more meta currency. You can spend it on leveling yourself up. You can get stronger. So I should be able to get through this first area or two with no problems, just blowing through everything because I do so much damage. So increase our attack speed. We get our first core. So these present special abilities you can get. I'm not sure if I like any of these. I guess the skill attack increase will be all right if we can find the skill I'm looking for. Speaking of attacks, you might have noticed, oh, never mind. This is a break area. Here we can get some food. It would give us health. There's a vending machine up here. We can gamble, which is almost always a terrible idea. Because as it says up there, I could get more max HP, but decrease my attack by 26%, which is a lot. I'm not a math man, but 26% seems like a lot of percent. We also can check out Honk's shop, where we can buy very expensive, but usually very good items, like the poisonous mushroom, which is not too bad. The currency we use to buy these are crystals, which are dropped by enemies, and they drop a lot of them, so you never really have to worry about not having any. Let's get the cheese. Cheese will occasionally drop and give us health. So we have a normal attack, which is what you've been seeing me do mostly. We have a special attack, which is that. It is not so great in its base form, but it can be leveled up or changed. We have a gun. This all costs MP, by the way, which is in the bottom left, the blue bar. And we have a dash. Those are our basic maneuvers. All right, I don't really want any of this, so let's restock. We'll increase our skill attack again, I guess. So here we could get money, coins, which are the meta currency, permanent, or crystals, but since I have a shitload of coins, let's get some crystals. We could order food here, which might increase our threat level. Threat level can be seen at the top right. And basically, the more time you spend on fights, the higher it goes up. And the higher it goes up, the more bad things start happening. Like enemies get more HP, bosses get stronger, etc. This is a pretty good item, the razor. It deals damage over time sometimes when you hit enemies. So we have both the bleed damage and the poison damage, which is pretty nice. Now I should note, danger level only increases when you're doing a port battle. After you hit the little portal thing. Other battles that just happen in the stage do not count. We got some money. Also, I think the game broke because it's not just supposed to say danger level down there all the time. All right, here we can heal, but there's a chance to increase our danger level. Really no need to. And we'll fight our first boss, who has the best music in the game. So his gimmick is he has a gun, and he shoots you. Occasionally he drops barrels that will explode and you have to get out of the way of, because they do a pretty significant chunk of damage. Otherwise though, kind of a pushover. He will kill you the first few times you fight him though. These are said barrels. Man, they really want to give me critical rate stuff. All right, we'll increase the critical rate, I guess. This lady, EO, can also help us upgrade our weapon further. This is what roses are for. Roses are the other run currency. They look like brains to me, but they call them roses. So let's increase our core damage. And then we will save the roses because we'll be able to increase the core in a different way in just a second. This is the Nautilus. It is another break station. We can talk to this guy here. And now we can buy Top Blade. Top Blade is the best ability in the game. And I will show you why shortly. This guy is a hacker. He can reduce our danger level if we had any. This lady will heal us up. We got another vending machine here. And a core station down here. So I think for this run what I'm going to do is I'm going to pump my critical rate as high as possible. It does cost more each time you use it though. And now I am broke. So let's move on to the next stage. One thing to note about this game is it just recently came out of early access, so it's still being actively worked on by the devs. Like it got patched pretty significantly halfway through the time I was playing it. This is a Top Blade, by the way. It makes you into Sonic the Hedgehog. It also does a shitload of damage. So anyway, they actually patched some of the complaints I had with it, which is the game is pretty long and you get, button mashing fatigue as you do in beat 'em ups. They also fixed some issues where you didn't get enough money to get upgrades and a few other minor things. Made some stages shorter, just improved the game overall, which I'm pretty thankful for. There's still some work they need to put into it, but overall I think it's alright. I'm not a beat 'em up connoisseur, but the game is pretty fun, I think. I can't play it for too long, but I do like it. All right, we got some health. Let's increase our HP. And now we got health or a fire core. Fire cores are good for increasing your overall damage. Health is always good though. Let's go with fire though. See what we can get here. I might as well show stuff off. This will increase our base weapon attack, which is always nice. One of the things that's really good about the lightning core is if you can get it, it has chain lightning, which makes lightning bounce between enemies when you hit them. And it can be upgraded to bounce like up to 5 times and just do a shitload of crowd control, which is fantastic when you get it. Not for me though, not today. All right, let's see what our fire core can do. We can get a dash upgrade to flamethrower or heating, which increases damage dealt. Let's go with heating. I should probably show off the different sub-weapons at some point, but only if it's convenient, I guess. What can we gamble on today? That's awful. Why would I ever do that? This is a pretty good item, so let's grab that. That's not bad. Let's see what else you got. Immune to knockbacks. You know what? We'll grab them both. Immune to shock and immune to knockback. Neither happens too often, but in the later stages, sometimes. You might have noticed some enemies have different icons above them or around them. That means they are certain types of enemies. Some are elites, which means they have more HP and deal more damage. Some have elements associated with them, such as shock or frost, making them do that type of damage to you and be immune to that type of damage. Some are unstoppable, which means that they cannot be stunned. Some just poison you all the time, every time, which is horrible. Did I mention Topspin was good? Because it's pretty good. Looks like we got data chips. I have no idea what they do. I really don't. I have 387 of them, and there is nowhere in the game that has asked me to use them or told me what to do with them. I'm sure they do something. I just don't know what. Let's see what we got here. Increase our normal attack? Sure. All right, now we got a frost core. I was hoping to avoid these. Frost cores are the worst cores. They are focused heavily on defense. Like this one reduces damage taken. Let's grab that. Not exciting, but it'll do the job. We can also upgrade our core again. And head into our second boss. This is Ratmatan. I'm pretty sure he's a Mad Max villain. He's a little harder than the first boss. Not really that much though. You just have to remember to jump when he jumps. And watch out whenever he raises his hands. And he does that too. Poisons the area. And throws these things, but they're, once again, pretty easy to avoid. I'll get poisoned, I don't care. Alright, we'll heal up. We're going to keep making top blade better. Decrease our danger level a bit. Let's grab the magic sword. I want to increase our critical rate. Trying to just get all crits on this build. That's a pretty good drop there. So that's Top Spin's third upgrade, I believe. It lets you throw tiny Sonic the Hedgehogs out when you become the big Sonic the Hedgehog. This is also around the point where they just start to fill the screen with bullshit. You know what? I'm going to get the flamethrower. So this can change our sub-weapon. Now I do that. Which can be extremely powerful if you build your build around it. If I were to use the same word twice. It also does burn, which is a damage over time. Get the champion belt for more HP. Looks like I left an enemy alive somewhere, which is unfortunate. I left two enemies alive. Alright, so since we can do so many crits, let's increase our critical damage. Get on the port, and we're going to go to the hotel again. What do you got? Nothing good. Actually, that might be good if I wasn't so concerned about my HP. Cactus is all right. This is the spider zone. Alright, bunch of roses, that's pretty nice. We'll increase our attack speed. And then we'll go for fire. You notice that some enemies claim to be immune to CC. I could not tell you what CC is. It's not close combat. This is an exchange device. They're universally pretty useless. The exchange rates are pretty bad. Alright, we will improve our flamethrower, I guess. And then get a frost core. Another champion belt for some HP. Am I gonna need this? You know what, why not? Just in case. This is boss number 3, Charlotte. The most creatively named spider. It's also kind of a DPS check, because the spider drops little spiders that you have to kill before they hatch. Otherwise, they just become annoyances. A lot of bosses in this game are DPS checks, to be honest. Although I think in the latest patch they decreased bosses' HP to kind of fix that. And done. Glad I took that health upgrade. Or not upgrade, but heal. Alright, now I have a frost dash. Make our top blade better. We will increase our critical damage, I think. By a lot. Now we are in the asylum. A somewhat annoying area in terms of navigation. It has actual branching paths. Alright, let's see. Probably do heating. And we'll get a... Yeah, one more electric core, why not? man, I kind of got messed up there. Increase crit damage, like always. We'll buy some food. Yeah, I'm gonna pass. No gambling. We'll grab some stuff here, sure. So here we start to see these enemies appear, the big green guys. They heal other enemies. Thankfully, they are not a big deal to kill. And I think we're at the boss now. Yes, indeed. Never mind. I was wrong. Another champion belt for HP. All right, now this should be the boss. Sure is. All right, I probably don't need health. I should be fine. Get our last upgrade. Then we get to meet Plantos. Plantos is the first boss that's a real problem. Mostly because of his second and third phases. He summons a bunch of helpers here, and these plants up top can heal him. He also gets his beam, which is not really a problem. And back to the Nautilus. More critical attack. We'll upgrade our skill attack. And our normal attack. Why not? So now we get to go to the mean streets, which also has pretty good music. And things start to get a little bit harder. Enemies can deal more damage. Some annoying enemy types like these flying guys will spawn in. Let's get Electric Vengeance. And we'll get some money. I think we've done all of our Rose stuff. We've upgraded our weapon core as much as it mostly can be. Back to the hotel. Get some salmon. Awful. A lot of cacti in here. All right, let's show off the Hypercore. Hypercore is a... Actually, do I want to do anything here? No, not really. Hypercore is a special attack. We're gonna get health, I think. The lightning one does this. It's pretty cool, but it takes a long time to recharge. So basically, it's not as cool as just doing this. More HP. We'll open the treasure. Another little break here. And we'll move on. Alright, well, I might need to use Max's delivery service now because I got messed up. Cool donut. Thankfully, if I recall correctly, there are only 2 stages to this area. Man, I hate that attack, the one that just fills the screen. Look at this. Now this one might be worth it, but I'm not going to do it. Yeah, let's grab the runestone. We'll grab that too, why not? Nah, I think I'm good. Although, this changes it to auto explosion, so that might be better. Let's do that. Alright, this boss kills me a lot. I should mention I've never beaten this game. I've gotten extremely close, but always failed at the last second. Wow, I am carving this guy up. What is happening? Alright, well, I guess I won. Cool. Alright, so now we are at the last part of the game. Only 2 bosses left. Also home of cool enemies like Lightning Bird and a bunch of people with guns. Who's still alive? Oh, another lightning bird. We also get our choice of cores. I'm going to go with health. I hate that bird. It's so hard to see when he's gonna attack. Got some Gundams down there. This is like the only time in the game you will get frozen. Alright, I'm gonna increase my HP and then I'm gonna go use this health station. Because I'll need it. Here's our next boss, Electra. She's not too scary. Although I say that, I'll probably die to her. Thankfully, I got a revive. Only one though. All right, let's go. Heading off to the last boss. Gotta fight some dogs though. I forget if the boss is immediately next, so I'm just gonna heal just in case. Yep, he sure is. This is Paunus. He is the evil dictator. He may very well kill me. The worst part is this fight isn't supposed to be hard. He's pissed. Oh, he got me. Well, I'm afraid that's it for the run. There's one more boss after him, and it's basically just his second form. And it's very hard. I got pretty far, though, so I'm proud of that. And now, we're back where we started. So that's Blade Assault. It's alright. It's not fantastic, but it's okay as far as beat-em-ups go. See you next time.